The law of will. I had a really bad week last week. I came back from my father's funeral, and I came back to some really bad things, and I basically had a breakdown. I had a really bad breakdown last week. And so I was soul searching and looking through some videos, and I found this one called The Law of Will by a channel that I'm subscribed to called Colorful Teardrops, and I'll put the link for you. This guy is really, really wise, and he is just at the level of understanding that's just like one half a step above where I was at, or where I'm at. And so whenever I watch his videos, it gives me a little bit of clarity and kind of an aha moment and brings me up to the next level. So that's what this video, The Law of Will, did for me in this current situation that I'm facing, and I wanted to share it with you. Basically what the Law of Will is talking about is the power of will in the manifestation process. And there's a unified field where you have a group of people with the same common goals and wants, and they unite the forces of their wills together to manifest a group desire, group manifestation. And then you have your individuals. And for lack of simplicity, I'm going to describe it as good versus evil. You have a good individual and their will, and an evil individual and their will, and once in a while they come into the same sphere of activity and they clash, kind of like the clash of the titans. And that's what's happened with me. Actually, here, I mean, most of you know I'm in showbiz, so it's happening with me here more than any other industry or place I've been, or job, or anything. I think for the most part, people, it's 10% positivity here and 90% negativity and fear. I mean, so you can see what I'm up against here. I mean, it's pretty intense. Anyway, but the thing is that if you look a little bit deeper, there really is no such thing as good and evil. There's only a matter of perspective and different levels of the evolution process. If you look at, if you take any human being, let's take a terrorist, take someone that you consider evil. What do they want from themselves? What is their end goal? What are they trying to accomplish by what they're doing? I can guarantee you almost it's the same as you. Every human being in this experience, they want joy, they want passion, they want validation, they want to feel valued, they want excitement, they want passion. And I'd say 90% of people really want that for all of humanity. They just don't, some people don't know how to go about doing that, how to live for the common good, but I think most people do want the common good of everyone. So I'd really come up against some strong opposition, and I was about to say F the high road, to put it bluntly, because I felt like, you know, I'm looking around and it's like, the people that are getting somewhere, the people that are getting work, that are doing the jobs, that seem to be making progress, are the people that have totally sold themselves out, have no integrity, don't care who they hurt, don't care who they run over, and females, you know, selling their bodies out or whatever. And I'm going on 6 years here now, and I've managed to maintain my integrity this entire time. But I was really contemplating giving that up and just going infidel and just turning vicious bitch on everybody and just getting vicious with it, because it seems like that's the only way to get anything accomplished here. But then I thought, you know what, that would kind of go against my whole purpose and the whole reason for me starting this whole game in the first place. Because I want to be that role model. I want to be that person that says you can maintain your integrity, and you can get it done, and you can reach your goals, as long as you stay the course and keep that faith in yourself and maintain your integrity. And I really tend to believe that with that you will have longevity in whatever it is you're trying to do. You know, you'll have more stability and you'll have longevity. Because it's like building a foundation, you know. You want to have a strong core. So anyway, I'm still not deciding how I'm going to handle all this, but at least this video helped give me a better idea on how to make things a fair fight. Because what he was saying was, he basically said you have to take the high road. I was like, great, that's the last thing I want to hear right now.
Melodramatic or something.
But he was saying that that not to avoid confrontation, and not to turn the other cheek, and not to let everybody walk all over you, but to make it a fair fight. And the way that you do that is you confront your opposition at the level of their higher self that is in alignment with where you are, that is in agreement, that does understand what you're doing is for the better good of all, and can see that your heart is coming from the right place with what you're doing, and that you both do have the same goals. So it's not just taking the high road, it's going even higher than that. It's going at a level where you're running the game, because you're at a level where everybody's the same. You know, they say we all are all one, and that, you know, it sounds kind of cliche, but really, if you think about it, and you think about just the desire of every human heart and the psychology behind the human experience, it really is all the same thing. We really are all on the same page. It's just that people are at different levels of understanding, different levels of the evolutionary, you know, process, and so there's these clashings because they can't see from your perspective. You're not looking at each other through the third eye, and so there's clashing because, you know, they're either looking down on you, or you're looking down on them, or they think that your intentions, they don't understand that your intentions are good and for the better good of all. They think that they're evil, or you think that he's evil. But really, if you take it up a notch to that higher level of existence of your opposition, you'll see that you really are the same. You really do have the same goals, the same desires, and so it kind of makes it a fair fight. And I don't know, for me that just really helped. It just really helped the situation that I'm in, and I feel like it would be a shame to change or to quit now, because, you know, I do feel like I'm so close. And well, for example, Gandhi, he said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. And I feel like I've gone through each of those phases. I just got out of the fighting phase, like I've had all this opposition and negativity. That must mean people are sniffing out that I'm really close. I'm really close to doing really big things. So the next step is, I win. Yay. Got a name for the day. So I just feel like, you know, if I can stick it out and continue to play the game, but at an even higher level, like continuing to reach higher and higher instead of sinking down lower, then I'll make it over this hump. So anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it's of some use to you wherever you're at in your life and the goals that you're trying to reach. And should be interesting. The next few weeks should be very interesting. The law of will. So there you go. Enjoy yourselves. Blessings wherever you are.